True Believers, Gel Pal Spider-Man. Good morning, Cadre. It's KJ here. Good morning, Dave, early riser. I know you've been up waiting for this video, but it's going to come when it's going to come. So again, we got the Spike stick, and today I thought I'd use the Scot. So you can see my brush is a bit smaller than the actual stick, but I know this is going to be big enough to get the job done. I don't use it that much, but it's perfectly adequate. It's kind of a novelty brush, really. Simpsons. But I know some people will get it and use it for the majority of the time. Most people will get it, just use it as a travel brush. Which it makes a perfect travel brush. I forgot to go to the stick. So I know yesterday we used Florida water, and I was pleasantly surprised with the results. I don't think it was that good last time I used it, which is probably several years back. And so in the thread, I think it was Doug again that mentioned something about using it at night. So there was a thread a while back on another forum where people were talking about Florida water, and somebody mentioned that every time they used Florida water, like at night, I think they were a night shaver and they would put it on and then go to bed, they would have bad dreams every time they used it. So they thought there was something in it that was causing bad dreams or something. And I think a bunch of people tried it, and I think a few others actually said that they had a similar experience. So he brought that up again, and I had actually forgotten it, but once he said it, I remembered reading the thread, and I know I had tried it back during that initial thread, and I didn't have any bad dreams, which I was disappointed about, because I always think that bad dreams are kind of an adventure. I mean, I don't typically remember my dreams, especially if they're good ones. It seems like the bad ones are always kind of memorable, or you wake up in the middle of it and so you're right there and you kind of remember it. So the brush doesn't hold as much lather, so it's a little bit harder to build this, but I think we're good. I'm not sure what we're going to have for the next pass, but we're good for now. So I pulled it out again last night, splashed some on right before I went to bed, and nothing. No bad dreams to note. So hopefully today I'm going to put up a thread that is the TSC Hot Pepper Challenge. So basically, here's how it's gonna go. I've got a series of hot peppers growing in my garden. Anywhere from, well, I got bell peppers, which aren't hot. And I've got I've got a few different varieties of peppers, but my hottest is a Trinidad Scorpion, which is, well, at least it was the third hottest pepper in the world. It's hotter than a ghost pepper, but it's not as hot as a Carolina Reaper. And I know there's probably been a few other species of peppers added, but basically it's a really hot pepper. So I will work my way up through my peppers, culminating with me eating a Trinidad Scorpion. But it's a challenge. So I'm gonna start off with a video of me eating a serrano pepper, which is like a step hotter than a jalapeno. And then I'm gonna challenge the cadre to do a hot pepper challenge. And you basically have to start with a jalapeno or anything hotter that you choose, but minimum heat level is a jalapeno. All you gotta do is make a video of yourself eating the pepper and talking about your experiences, how hot it is, what kind of feelings you have in your mouth, whether it's too hot for you, but you can't have anything except for water for 10 minutes. So super hot peppers like the habaneros, scorpions, they take a good 10 minutes to cool down. So it's gonna take the full 10 minutes. So I realize if you're doing a jalapeno, it might not even take 10 minutes before the heat is totally gone. So if the heat's totally gone and you haven't gone 10 minutes, that's fine. But basically going 10 minutes without getting some sort of relief in the form of milk or ice cream is going to be a successful challenge. But if you hit the 5-minute mark with a jalapeno and you can walk away without getting any milk or anything, then I'd say you're done at that point. But it's gonna take TSC members posting their videos to get me to progress to my next video. So the first ones are really easy for me. So as soon as one person posts a video of them, I'll move up. Or if anybody matches me and eats the same pepper that I do, automatically I will move up. But then the next step will require like 2 members to post a video, and that can be a new member posting their first video or a previous member posting a second video. But the number of videos will increase as I progress to get me to go up, just to induce some more participation. But as I said, if one person meets me, I will automatically move up. So I've got serranos, I've got some Brazilian rainbows, I've got Thai chili, I've got habaneros, and scorpion peppers growing in my garden. So I have 5, I've got room for 5 levels that I can do. So I will figure out exactly how many members or how many videos I think it's going to take for me to move on to our next level. And then once I get that figured out, I'll type up something. If I'm at my desk at all today, I'll type something up and get that posted. And then probably tonight, I will do my first video. I personally don't like the taste of jalapenos, so I'm going to start with serranos, which are hotter anyways. And you don't have to pick the same peppers that I do, but but the ones that I have picked are the most common. But if you have access to something different from what I have access to, I don't think I can find anything different in my local stores other than what I'm already growing. But if you can find something, just look up the Scoville scale and post it. And if it's hotter than what I used, then I'll move up. So I hope that sounds like a fun challenge, and pepper videos are always fun to watch. I've watched a whole bunch of challenge videos with people eating ghost peppers, scorpion peppers, and Carolina Reapers. So I'll elaborate more on the thread, but a habanero is basically, so jalapeno is like 3,000 to 5,000 on the Scoville scale. A serrano is like 10,000 to 30,000. Thai chilies are 100,000. Ghost peppers, which I don't have, are right around 1 million. And then scorpions are like 1.2 to 1.5. Some people say they get up to 2 million. And then the ghost or the Carolina Reapers are right up 2 million plus 2.2 million, something like that. So I've done habanero before. And yeah, it took about 10 minutes before it calmed down. I think it peaks right about 6 minutes. But I think it's kind of fun. I mean, it's an experience. Some people won't like it, but that's why you can start off small and see what you can handle. And I think most people can probably handle more than they think. So for today's finish, I mixed up some blue Steele last night, which, as we were talking about Florida water yesterday, is a mixture of Florida water and aquavelva. So you mix the deep blue with the light green, and you get this little baby blue thing. Somebody on another forum dubbed that blue Steele. And it's been a while since I've used this. So I mixed it up last night. I think it'd probably be better if it was mixed up longer. And in some glass. Seems to be not mixed. Like, it's not synergistic. Like the scents haven't really blended yet. And I'm not sure if they exactly do blend. But it just kind of feels like I'm wearing both aftershaves, which is good too. They oddly complement each other. The spiciness of the Florida water and the kind of complements that high note of the aquavelva. It's kind of a weird mix, but it works. So that the actual recipe for that is kind of how we got started on this whole kick with the Florida water, because Chris Gear Noir was talking about getting some new bargain aftershaves and wanted to know some mixes and blends for blending them up, and I just remembered that one was pretty popular at another place, so I posted that one, and that led me to revisiting my Florida water, which I'm glad I did. So yeah, if you got the two, go ahead and try up a mixture of blue Steele and see how you like that. I think I might tweak it a little bit for my personal use, but it's not too bad right now. So that will conclude today's shave. The Scot did all right. The tips on this are not as soft as every other brush that I have. It's a little bit scritchy, and maybe that's just because I don't use it that much, or maybe that's just the way it is. But it's an okay brush. I think it's definitely a novelty brush. I mean, people get it just because it's so tiny. It's probably the smallest brush that anybody makes right now. But it is a fine travel brush. You can throw this in a like a pill bottle and throw it in your DOP kit for traveling, so that makes a decent brush. But just wanted to use something different that I hadn't used before. And so yeah, I'll be looking forward to my Hot Pepper Challenge thread on the TSC forum, and we'll see you guys around. Bye.